Hello everyone, Martin here, Grimfrost the Necro, back with another EverQuest video from Project 1999. It's been just about 1,000 years since I recorded a video, and I honestly kind of forgot that I had this channel, but I'm gonna remedy that. I'm gonna be making some more EverQuest videos in the near future, because that's really what's better than EverQuest, huh? So today I wanted to make a video showing you how to get to the plane of mischief. Now there are different ways you can do that, but the method I'm gonna be showing here. Oh, there's my buddy. Is going to show you how a level, basically from whenever you can zone in. Yeah, sorry, I just had to reply to my guild mate here. So what if there are ways you can get to plane of mischief, and the most common one is to get coughed into the cubby. Let's have a look at the zone. All right, so here we have the plane of mischief. Oh, sorry, no, not plane of mischief. The Temple of Vishan, and where I am at is here, where I'm moving my cursor. So this is called the Trips Hallway, and the entrance to the plane of mischief is basically right down the Trips Hallway. You turn right, and there is this little cubby here, and on the floor of this cubby is a small house, a small castle, like a dollhouse. And clicking on that will take us into the plane of mischief. Now, the most common way into plane of mischief is usually that you would have a mage here, like camped out in this little cubby, and then they would drop an eyeball, the Eye of Zom. If you're facing a wall that doesn't lead into another room or anything, if you then drop an eyeball, it will fall through the world and it'll end up at the entrance of the zone, or I guess the safe spot of the zone, which is the entrance point here. And that way you can then, as a mage, you can target someone at the entrance and get them into your group, and you would cough them here. The issue with this is that if you're not sufficient level, the mobs that are patrolling around here, and there are two stationary mobs, and there's like one patrolling mob. There might be two patrolling mobs, I think there is. They are going to aggro someone that is just low level and standing here. And by low level, I mean you have to be level 46 to even zone into the zone. But I don't know, because I haven't tested it, if it's 55 or 52 that's the threshold. But I do know that, like, I once had a little 47 shaman that I got there, and basically I got smoked the instant I got caught, and I took out the mage as well. And we tried again, and I got smoked even before I was able to click on the castle. I clicked on the castle. My screen froze. It said loading, please wait, as if I was zoning, but then I popped up naked at my buying spot. So you can't do that. What you can do is you can get a cough to here where I am right now. This is the Trips Hallway. Trips are the triplets, the three dragons. Second are is Lexak and Sevalak. They're in this room, but the hallway is safe, basically. And there's this ramp from around here that goes down. And so you get a Koth there. And so how do you get a Koth there? Well, I mean, if you know anyone in any of the raiding guilds on the server, then those guilds by now have bots. They have mage bots, and they'll have a mage bot up here, and it's probably not impossible to get someone to log on a bot and Koth you up. They just do the same trick. Put an eye through the wall. Maybe you have to pay them some sort of fee for that, or maybe you have friends there and they do it for free. And then what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna show you that in a moment, is we're gonna like go as far as we can towards the ramp here before we get aggro, and then we're gonna click a DA and run down and just zone. And if you are not playing a DA class, you are gonna need an idol of whatever it's called, I forget now. The brass idol, shiny brass idol, I think. That has that is an expendable item that has a charge of DA. Like, raiding guilds are going to be camping that, but people will usually give you that for, like, there are people selling that in EC tunnel sometimes. It's like, I don't know, 500 plat. So it's gonna cost you a little bit, but not that much. All right, so here we are. This is the This is the hallway. Just around here, there are. I'm gonna see if I can. I don't want to aggro anything, but there are like mobs standing here. Maybe I can target them. I'm actually gonna hide corpses here. That's a good idea. You should do that regardless because if there are, if the floor around the plane of mischief castle is cluttered with corpses, that might mess it up for you. You need to be kind of quick. But yeah, you can see that there's this worm here, an ancient guardian. That means do not walk out into this area. Do not walk. Just do not venture too far to my left here, because that will aggro these. But yeah, you need to have so. I've done it with J boots. You can do that, but I hate that J boots has such short duration. So I'm happy with the so. I have a little bit of time getting the Koth. If you have to wait for the mage once you log in or whatever. All right, so if we're ready, I'm gonna do it here. So these, if you can see this blue drake here and this red drake here, those are the two static guards. There's one across from them, or actually there should be two, and then there are gonna be like mobs patrolling. So they are gonna absolutely destroy anyone if you're not invulnerable. They are like crazy hard in-game mobs. So I'm gonna move out here and I'm gonna click the divine aura and then it's off. Let's do it. Okay, it's off. I'm running. I'm gonna get aggro here. I'm gonna just zoom in first person to there it is. There's the castle. And there we go. Excellent. All right, so now you're gonna see the entrance to PoM. Oops. So the entrance is this sort of glowy thing here. And we're in the forest. Plane of Mischief has a forest area and then it has a castle. And I'm gonna go ahead and just click levitate here. There are traps in this forest. And once you trigger one of them, it's gonna aggro some angry pansies, which are these level 50 or 51 small plant mobs that are warrior mobs. And they have a ton of hit points and they hit pretty hard. And as a paladin, I don't have a good out to them. So if I do end up aggroing one of those traps, I probably will have to just die and then get a res because I don't want to zone out. There is a zone out. There's one singular zone out in the zone, and it's in this forest. It's a tree. There's a tree. It's not right where we are now, and you click that, you zone out into Cobalt Scars, and you can't get back. So I don't want to do that. So if you're the good thing about the pansies is if they ever lose aggro, they just despawn. So if you have feign death, you just flop and then they despawn immediately. Or if you're bound up here and like if you're a caster for instance and you get aggro, you can just take them to the zone out tree, click out immediately. Once you zone out, they despawn. You can gate back. Okay, so let's see. I am going to run here. I'm gonna hope I don't trigger the traps. And I just did. A grumpy tree throws a bunch of pansies at you. Okay, maybe if I'm lucky I can like root them. An angry pansy. I also don't know how many there are. Okay, I rooted one. Oh, there's just one. Alright, I'm gonna try and cycle camp this angry pansy. Yeah, like most things in this zone have like they social aggro, so but the pansies aren't socially connected, I don't think, to the will you get out of here? To the other mobs. I'm gonna try and camp again. I could also just I probably can kill it. But it's just gonna take me a long time, and if I can't and it's like a summoning mob, then I'm gonna be like out of luck here. So let's just see if we can get lucky and get rid of this. Looks like we're gonna make it. All right, cool. Let's hope we don't like spawn like a trigger another one. It's funny. I have this. I've really spent a lot of time in Plane of Mischief, and like on multiple characters. I have this feeling, this suspicion that I tend to trigger the traps more if I'm on a lower level character. I've not had anyone like say anything similar here. Okay, by the way, I'm just going to show you right now how to get the deck combiner. That's the container that has a combine function that you need in order to combine the loot up here. The loot in PoM is solely in the form of cards. There's this tiered card system where you get lowest level are squires, then knights, then crowns, then thrones, and then you can only combine 4 cards in the combiner at a time, and those like various combinations will yield various sweet items. Like the most famous ones are probably the resist flowers, but there's also armor and like a pretty nice cloak and a really nice belt as well. And we need to get into the castle. There's a ramp in the middle here, but it's a fake ramp. And instead, there are these 2 invisible ramps. This is mirrored on the other side of the castle, but right here where there is this bend, there's this invisible ramp. We run up, we run into my finger, who is not an evil mob. Like, not very few mobs in the zone are like kill on sight. There is a trap here that dispels, which unfortunately we can't really get around. It's gonna hit us again here, but yeah. All right, here is Peachy DeVici. She's also a quest mob, but also frequently, as you can see here, she's weaponized right now with a torch. Enchanters use her as a pet to kill the main room chest. And okay, so let's just take it step by step. I might have done this in a previous video. I actually don't remember, but I'm just going to show you anyways. This is how we get to the mob that the quest mob that gives us the chest, the deck combiner. We're at Peachy. This is the castle entrance. Whenever someone says I'm at castle entrance, this is where they mean. You run in here. You don't want to run straight ahead to this door. If you do, there's a trap door in the floor, and you'll end up in the rat maze. Rat maze, not a dangerous place. Nothing's going to aggro you there. It's a great spot for XP, but it can be a bit confusing, and getting out of there, you have to know the way. I can also show you that. Okay, so this is the fake wall entrance. You get into the castle. We run, and we get to the main room. And, ooh, the chest is up. I almost feel like I should log over to a character and kill that real quick, but I'm not going to do that. Bob the Painter is a quest mob as well. You need to hand him, I can't remember, Words of Wealth, I think, something like that. Or, anyways, he's part of the quest line that gives you the armor pieces, but not the flowers. If you attack the chest, Bob is going to despawn immediately, and all around the room are going to spawn these halflings that are going to assist the chest if you're low enough level, and if you like get close to them. If you're level 60, you can fight the chest on this platform, and the halflings won't aggro you. But I can show you that. There are other people who've done videos on that as well, but I'll be happy to do that if you feel like it. Okay, so here we are. The door is where we came from. We didn't come through the door, but that is the hallway that we just came from. We came from up here. So if you ever need to orientate yourself here, the door is where we came. And once we come from the door, we need to go here through this fake wall and through here. And I think I actually probably have to wait until my DA repops here, because getting the next part or getting the quest piece needed to get the deck combiner actually involves running into a room where there are 2 very cost halfling wizards, which is, you know, blasphemy, right? And they're gonna start casting just like ice comets on us. So I would prefer to be able to DA. But basically, there's this ogre lying on the floor, or he's lying down on the table in here. There he is. His name is Dinner. He has like 1 hit point, or 10, I don't know, but whatever, like nothing. You kill him, he has something called a King Cod card, which is going to be the card we turn into the quest mob somewhere else in the zone. And then, so we need to kill him, run in. We're going to eat like a couple of nukes. Also, like, the line of sight doesn't work because this counts as an outdoor zone, so caster NPCs can like get us through the wall. And so we're not going to be like, no, pretty much no matter who you are and what you do, if you run into that room, you're going to get at least 1 nuke, maybe 2, and they do land for like upwards of 1,000. All right, I'm just gonna wait here, and I will, through the magic of editing, see you right when that has. Alrighty, so I might just go ahead and buff myself with a little bit of a hit point buffer here, uh, just in case it becomes relevant. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run in, levitate up to dinner, kill him, then click my DA, and then loot. I think that's the safest, and I might still die. If I do, then it's fine. I'll get a res. All right, let's go. Okay, dinner is gone. I DA myself. I loot the King Cod card. I'm getting punched by Miser, and I think the other one is called Bit, and they're casting spells right now. And I'm gonna run down as fast as I can. All right, and we should be out of range now. All right, cool. So now we have the King Cod card. There it is. And so we need to make our way to the garden hedge, or the hedge maze, is what I meant to say. And the way we do that is there's this invisible or secret door here. There's guard roses, and we run through here, and then there's Chuckles dancing. I love this zone. If you didn't know, we have to click on this painting of Mr. Monobrow here, Bristlebane. That takes us into this other room where there is another table, and there's a little bit of a torch here, and we click on that. And then we get into a third room where there is a plant on the table, and clicking that plant is going to take us to the hedge maze. All right, cool. And this hedge maze, basically, there is also secret ways into that. So we run all the way around here. I believe it's on the opposite side, or I'll run back. It's on the opposite side, or the side we just ran through here, or past. And there we go, in here, and then we have to do the same over here to get into the center. And here are all sorts of plant mobs here that I've never hunted here. From what I understand, they can't drop thrones. They can probably drop crown cards, but most of them are like mana users, and several, I think, like they will have their class will be in the name. So, and I don't know those, but you can probably find that information somewhere else. So like maybe a sunny day means it's an enchanter, vindicator means it's a wizard or something. But there are enchanters and wizard mobs here. Not fun. They're in close proximity. Maybe a druid could have a good time here with harmony. Okay. All right, so we go through into the center bit here. A moldy sausage. Hamana hamana. All right, so here we have Mr. Fergenror. This Sphinx here, he he is the guy we have to hand in the COD card to. And meanwhile, I'm just going to put my J boots into a bag so I have an extra free slot here. So trade this with Mr. Sphinx, and we get it. This is it. This is the deck of spontaneous generation. I would say any character on this server should get this at some point, because once you have this deck, you don't have to spend any more time in playing a Mischief if you don't want to. Although I do recommend it because it's an awesome zone. But once you have this, you can get your resist click flowers, and those are like the biggest payoff. So yeah, all right. I'm gonna just show you how to get back as well. So clicking on this thin tree here will take us into the upside down wing. I'm just gonna redo my levitate just to be safe here. And here there is a trap or some mob that's angry at you. It might even be the twins we ran, or the halflings we ran through the other, like just before. I can't remember, but something's gonna attack us as we run over. But don't sweat it; it's not that big of a deal. You shall not pass. Yeah, it's Bit and Miser. It's the same dudes. So we run through here. I don't know this wing very well, but I know how to get out of it. And we go here. There's Walnut. We go through this. And then we go up here, and we have to find the drop into there we go, into the rat maze. I mean, there's probably another way out. I'm actually almost certain that there is, but this is the way I know. All right, so we're in the rat maze. There's a necro here. Hey, buddy. Um, I might actually just try and see if I can kill a rat, just to also have that in the video, and also just to know if I actually can. Okay. Oh, by the way, this is like a merchant, like a vendor. This is the only one I know that's in the zone. Um, and I don't think they're not like nothing is uh, native to them. That's not the right word, uh, but like nothing here is there initially. It's only what is sold to them. So unfortunately, you can't buy like bandages or food and drink. But anyways, let's have a look if we can find a solitary rat because I really don't want to. I don't think I can handle two. Uh, by the way, this is where I think this might have been where we dropped down, and this is where you drop down if you come from the castle entrance. Uh, looks like our necro friend has been clearing these. Yeah. All right. You know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna do the. I'm not gonna kill a rat. What I am gonna do is just show you how to get out from this maze. I think I also did that in a former video, but yeah. So this is where we drop down. This is where you drop down if you want to enter the rat maze. So you run here, get to this sort of intersection. You take a left. You run around here, and you take another left. And then on your right is a long hallway. This opens up into this sort of cross section here. You want to turn left. There's a rat here usually. So you turn right, take the first left, and you get here. You turn left, and don't ask me how many rats I've killed down here in order to be able to remember this. The answer is a lot. We turn right here, and turn right again. And we're almost there. Then you get to this. This is a good sort of signpost or something to memorize. This is the only place in the maze where there are slanted walls. If you get to this section with slanted walls, you're heading north, you have to turn east. East is where the exit is. So you turn right twice, go straight ahead, and you get to this pool through this door. And it looks like lava, but it's not. And the exit is through here, the exit of the rat maze, that is. So you swim down, you swim through here. It's sort of like only really one way you can go. You have to go up a bit, turn again, up, and you pop out in this room here. This room has a fake exit or a fake wall that's one way. Once you go out here, you can't go back. And it takes us back to the main chest room. Hey presto. And I'm just gonna run up at the castle entrance at Peachy, and I think that is going to do it for this video. But hey, I plan on doing more videos, probably mostly on Plane of Mischief, at least to begin with, because that's what I'm most sort of comfortable with or know the most about. I have like a ton of characters. I have 60 Shaman, Enchanter, and Necro, and Druid, so I can do like, if you have any suggestions for what you'd like to see, feel free to let me know in the comment section. Just off the top of my head, I kind of want to show you me trying to like I have soloed a puppet once on my shaman, but that was I had like cleric buffs and whatever. That was really tough, but I could show you the A4 camp. Again, I can show you different ways how different classes can solo the chest. I also kind of want to do a video from Velkator's lab on my chanter. That's a really cool zone for chanters, like the Broodmother camp, for instance. I don't know. I might also do some Chardock at some point, but I don't have a lot of experience from there. I am factioned on my chanters, but I've just never really taken the plunge, so I might do that. And yeah, in the meantime, do all the YouTube stuff if you don't mind, like subscribing and liking and all that jazz. That really helps. And I just hope to grow the channel, and I'll be back with some more EverQuest videos. Bye bye.